Hello and welcome back to another video with Soul Sisters. This is probably the last video I'm going to do on this deck for a while. I just got really excited and I did 3 leagues. So I'm just going to run through those videos, and then if I have any like major changes, then we'll obviously come back to the deck. But here's the deck as it is, and this is me from the future. This video is going to be a little interesting. I'm going to do 1 league, and then I'm going to talk about the changes I'm going to make, and I ran another league that I didn't record. So basically skip to the end and I'll talk about sideboarding options and what I would like be playing going forward. I learned a lot from this league in particular. So that being said, the list is very similar to what we were running. The sideboard has changed a little bit. We went up to 3 Obsidian Acolytes because black removal specifically was problematic for us to deal with. So this lets you just like chump block a Gurmag Angler or prevent like the -X black removal, which is pretty good against our deck because Field Surgeon does not stop it. So we really just swap like Field Surgeon in for the Acolyte. 2 Standard Bearers. This card's great in like a lot of different matchups. A cool thing you can do is play Standard Bearer plus Field Surgeon against Burn. So you just bring in Standard Bearer. On its own, it gains you about 3 life. But then if you have like a bunch of Field Surgeons in play, they cast a Lightning Bolt. They have to target your Standard Bearer because anytime they do something, it has to target it. And then you just prevent the damage. So that's like a great way to just survive against Burn. Not like that was a concern anyway, but if you want to win more against Burn. And then this is good against like Infect, as we saw, Bogles, things like that. And then the rest is more or less the same. Went up to 2 Scattershot Archers because being able to ping down flyers is pretty good. I could see putting in like a Penumbra Spider in this spot because getting the ability to ping twice is kind of hard, and just like having a big spider to block seems kind of sweet. So we'll see that. But yeah, we're going to run a league, and then after the league is over, we're going to talk about what build of the deck I would be playing. So see you guys after the games. All right, we're playing against Kratos the Ghost. Good luck, have fun. And unfortunately we have a mulligan here, but that's okay. This hand's a keep. This hand's actually pretty good. We get to bottom of forest. We get Veteran Armor into Schoolmaster, which I enjoy. And depending on what colors they show... Oh, against Tron, we're definitely just going turn 2 Schoolmaster. This is going to be quite the situation. Alright, Tron, do your worst. Okay, they might just have natural turn 3 Tron. That's not the end of the world. So, I have a couple options. I think I like getting down Schoolmaster because it just generates a lot of tokens. Oh good, they don't have turn 3 Tron, that's nice. So they can Condescend for 2 or Prohibit. So if we draw a mana source, then we can cast Lead the Stampede, but I don't want to... Or no, they can only Condescend for 1. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Okay, that's a lot. Let's start out by attacking with just Stony Brook. Tron plays Fire, that's interesting to me. Given that, I think we're going to go Armor into Loam Dryad. Because we need mana to be able to actually cast Lead the Stampede. Tron plays Fire Ice. That's very interesting. Well, we're set up for the late game, that's for sure. It's not a Tron land. Nice. Selfless Cathar. That's also good. So, let's go ahead and play Lead the Stampede. They can't counter it. The order. Let's go ahead and play Avacyn's Pilgrim, I think. They can counter that with Prohibit, but sure. Pass turn. We haven't seen any life gain, which is something we would like to see. Alright, they now have Tron and 2 colored mana. Seagate, yeah. Holding up mana. Soul Warden, that's a good start. Let's play Soul Warden because we want to gain like a bunch of life. That's like our main win con against Tron. Now we play Schoolmaster. They can Prohibit with Kicker. But that's okay, because we have double Lead the Stampede, and Tron doesn't play that many counters. Yeah. Now we can play a Caretaker. Go. So we gotta hope for no Dinrova Horror. Because if their hand is a little bit slow, we should be able to get around it. Tron doesn't play that many counters, so they did deal with 2 Stony Brooks, but we have double Lead the Stampede in hand to just refill forever. And we have Selfless Cathar to get in for a lot of damage. I guess I can F6. That's what I was afraid of. What do they kill? Veteran Armor? Okay. Maybe they have like Trickery in the deck. I think at this point I probably discard the Cathar. I think the armor is better. I also definitely think lead the Stampede is better. Okay. I mean, sometimes they have the hands, sometimes they don't have the hands. That's gross, man. Sure. You can have a start like that. So I think I'm gonna go Caretaker into lead the Stampede while they're tapped low. Draw a bunch of cards, pass turn, and if they just flicker lock us, like, sure, that happens. Your opponent, you know, if they go fire 2 creatures, prohibit your important spell, Dinrova Horror your important spell, fire 2 creatures. These games happen, right? But it's highly likely my opponent does not have the flicker lock because they used their whole hand doing this, and we could just take over the game with all these creatures, which I appreciate. I also don't think I'm going to play around the 3rd Fire Ice. Pulsing back a remote isle. Interesting. That's probably worth it. I mean, they're not going to really do much better. I'm not going to kill anything. So that's good for me. Let's lead on some life gain creatures. Essence Warden starting. Then a Soul Warden. Always yield. Then I think I'll feel more safe if I get down the Veteran Armorer, just so they don't like Fire and Ice me out of the game. And then I'm going to add an Avacyn's Pilgrim. Then attack for 1. Was my opponent at 28? When did they? Oh, Pulse of Marasa. Okay. Map gets you more Tron lands. Yeah, sure. Alright, I think this game we're probably going to try and time out this Tron player. They're playing very slow. This is a matchup that's going to take them a very long time to kill us. Them having Dinrova Horror already is a little bit sketchy for us, though. I think they're going to crack a Cave of Temptation. Yeah. Get that 3/5 boy in there. Hit for 7. Sure. I kind of want to lead the Stampede, but honestly, we can just like brown them with Selfless Cathars as well. That's like not the worst thing. Let's go Pilgrim. Loam Dryad. I think I will go for a lead the Stampede here. Yeah, nice. And now I can play Soul Warden, I guess. For some damage. Go ahead. Yeah, Selfless Cathar is a lot of damage. What did they pulse? Targeting Remote Isle. Okay, so Repulsive Marasa was just like 5 mana, draw a card, gain 6. That's a playable spell. Okay, Mnemonic Wall means if they draw Ghostly Flicker, we're in trouble. But right now, they can just pulse, which isn't that bad. I just want to get as many life gain creatures down as possible so that their Ghostly Flicker, like, takes as much time as possible. I keep saying possible, but you know what I mean. They get back Prohibit. Interesting. Prohibit does not stop Epicure of Blood. So we take the damage this time, but we're going to start being able to block once I play this armor. Oh, wow. That's a lot of life. Did they counter this? Essence Warden? Always yes, always yield. Let's play the armor, I guess. I don't know what they're holding up Prohibit for if it's not Veteran Armor. Yep. How much damage can I hit them for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not enough. So let's add green this way to play you. Then just swing out. I don't want to play Selfless Cathar yet. I guess I'll play it post-combat. That does reduce the amount of white mana I need. Alright, fine. Well, we're representing lethal next turn. They have 1 card in hand, so unless they start flicker looping us, or that's a fog, we can just kill them. Nice. I think I just swing out. That seems fine to me. Either they fog, or they die, right? They have 3 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They actually don't die. Right, actually we'll just wait. Play another Soul Warden. Alright, they play a land. They're drawing pretty poorly. Given their start, this is kind of justice. Alright, now I think I just swing twice. They can kill 2 creatures, which I don't really mind too much. And I can just use the Caretaker. I want to keep Veteran Armor alive, so we'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or I can hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I'll just hit him for 10. Past turn. I don't know, maybe losing 2 Soul Wardens was bad, because that's like part of my plan to time them out, but I need something. We can F6. Wall Drifter was a good draw. Yeah, maybe that attack was bad, because they just gained so much life off the Pulse of Mirases. But I want to put them low enough so that Epicure of Blood is a good draw. Also, we can draw Winding Way. A 2/6 Mnemonic Wall, that's a weird target. Quirion Ranger, that gains life at least. So they have 4 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attackers. So we can hit them for 12, but that's not exactly lethal. Ah, that sucks. I think I have to wait. Now we're just kind of drawing towards Epicure and trying to turtle up. But they're drawing towards Ghostly Flicker, which is not ideal. Nice, that was perfect. Field Surgeon means we can attack kind of freely. So I attack with those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this works out. We also have Quirion Ranger and Selfless Cathar. So if they like triple block something, I can Selfless Cathar. Otherwise, I can just like prevent damage. That's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can put them down to 2. Because I can't save everything. So yeah, let's do that. Tap and untap creature you control at white. Sacrifice you. And then fog this one. The rest 2/3 on 2/2 and 2/6 on 3/3 is fine, so everything survives. Golden. And I think this turn I want to Quirion Ranger on my turn to untap. They probably have a fog, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna untap something. Probably this 1/5. Play that. Go. Because now I can block their stuff. It's just easier. Opponent's drawing a lot of lands. I'm sorry, what? They had this the whole time? Alright, I'm gonna return a land to hand and untap you. That way they can't kill everything, and I gain a ridiculous amount of life this way. So they're just gonna time out game 2, even if they win this one. I'm so confused. Did they have Ghostly Flicker in hand this whole time? Or like, what's going on there? Alright, they bounce you, discard the forest. Yeah, this is gonna take a long time for good old opponent over there. I guess I can F6. I don't really have any effects. So yeah, I'll F6. I can always undo yield through this turn to stop F6ing if they like move to combat or something. Otherwise, basically I just have to stack my triggers and wait for them to die to my giant life total. They should be going after the Soul Wardens first, but we'll see what they're actually targeting. Yeah, that's a good move. Oh, they're going for the ones that make my trigger stacking nicer. That's good for me. Discard Veteran Armor. Now I don't have to stack this trigger, which is very nice. Wait, they're Muldrifter flickering now? What is happening? Oh, they could be going for Electrickery, I guess. That must be in their deck if they're doing it like this. I'm going to undo yield through this turn then, because I want to be able to save my Soul Wardens in the event of Electrickery. Fire, yeah, so we're gonna save them. So that doesn't do anything. Sure. They have double fire, or? Sure, you got it. They're at 11 minutes on clock? Like, how do they survive this? Targeting Field Surgeon, okay. That's fine. I think I want to keep Soul's Attendant around because they only have one card in hand. If they draw another fire, that'd be all 4. Sure, you got it. But I just want to put more life gain creatures into play. I can F6 at this point. Alright, that's a bad draw, but we have Soul's Attendant. And we're going to untap you, returning a forest. F6. They can end of turn flicker. But we have lands to discard. Yeah, this seems pretty fine to me. They bounced Quirion Ranger. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Always yes. They're moving to combat. You got it. I'll take it. The 2 damage is really gonna matter here. Ghostly Flicker those 2, sure. They must be drawing towards Electrickery. I don't know what else they can really be like realistically trying to do here. Because Dinrova Horror just makes so much more sense. Sure. Gain 5. I strongly regret throwing away those 2 Soul Wardens. I thought I was going to win off damage, but that was definitely not the case. I think I don't have any effects. I'm just going to F6. We're at 136. Opponent has 10 minutes in clock after game 1. You just can't flicker. Yeah, they just conceded the whole match. You cannot win this way. This is a really interesting online metagame call against Tron. They just physically cannot win the game in time. See you guys next round. All right, we're playing against NMC. We are on the play, which is great for us. And this hand is pretty good. Let's keep it. It is a turn 2 Veteran Armorer into turn 3 Lead the Stampede. So like we just have a lot of big dudes. Hard to kill. Seems good. Gonna tell our opponent good luck. Always forget to do that. And we'll see how this goes. Go ahead. They say yes. Uh-oh. Hopefully this isn't the mirror match. This is not the mirror match. Alright, let's see what colors they are. I'm hoping for not black. Snow-covered red. So they're playing Skred. Okay, Skred could be potentially an issue, but I think we're probably okay. Opponent has seen the list. Perfect. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna go Pilgrim into Veteran Armorer. Because Pilgrim taps for mana better than the Armorer does, or the Lone Dryad does. Forest, add a white, Armorer, go. Alright, opponent has 2 mana up. I'm guessing like a Spell Stutter Sprite, probably. They could also have... I really want to jam the Stony Brook right now, so I think I'm just gonna run it. They could have Essence Scatter or whatever, if they're like blue-red control, but if not, this is kind of nice. Always yes, always yield, make some tokens. So they can bolt it now, but we get to hit for 2, and then we just have all these Lead the Stampedes coming down. Okay, they do get to counter that, but that was kind of inevitable. Hit for 2. And now our board state's pretty big. They have to kill the Armorer, but they need a land to be able to do it with Skred. Or, I mean the Schoolmaster. Let's see how they preordain. 2 cards on bottom, nice. Okay, kill that, sure. Alright, let's go Forest, Lead the Stampede. Get a bunch of dudes. I definitely want to play a Quirion Ranger here. So we're going to tap the Merfolk Wizard, play the Ranger. Then we're going to play a... I kind of want to get a Field Surgeon in play so they can't kill anything. I can add... let's go Soul's Attendant into Field Surgeon. That seems okay. Oh, I messed up. Well, we have 2 Soul's Attendants, I guess. That was messed up. Yeah, I thought I had another land drop, but I don't. That's kind of bad, because now they can bolt something or counter my Field Surgeon, which I don't like, but we can just attack them for damage, which is pretty nice. They can ninja me, and then they have Spell Stutter Sprite up, but that's not too bad. Always yes to you, I guess I can't. Ooh, Winding Way is good too. So let's go land. I guess we bait with Field Surgeon. If they counterspell that, then we can like play Lead the Stampede and all that. If they don't counterspell that, then we're doing pretty good.
So I think I played a land this turn, so Quirion Ranger only gets an untap, which is fine. I'm going to resolve, lead the Stampede at least. Here. Getting a bunch of creatures. I'm kind of okay returning a forest to resolve a Soul's Attendant here. Just gain even more life. And then hit for a bunch of damage. We can untap a creature to block the Loam Dryad, but maybe just attack like this. Seems okay. We can chump with the Merfolk Wizard if it really comes to that. So they have Augur. We gain a bunch of life. Scred. So Scred gets to kill Veteran Armor, which is a little bit rough, but then they're tapped out so they can't Winding Way. I kind of like the triple block, honestly. Sure. But now we just double block. That's fine. They can only kill one of them. And they had to Scred my Loam Dryad, which is like pretty bad for them. Beautiful. Okay, I kind of want to resolve Winding Way while they're tapped low, but I also could just put a ton of creatures into play because I doubt they have main deck Electrickery. So let's just put a bunch of creatures into play. Let's go Essence Warden, Soul Warden. Always yield to that as well. Now we can play a forest. What do I want to do here? I think I untap you. I think I just jam Winding Way. I want to get creatures down. Nice, we draw Schoolmaster, which is good. So now I can just swing out. They take a good chunk of damage here, and I have a pretty full hand. Fall to 8, go ahead. How did they preordain? 2 cards on bottom, so they bolt the armor. But they might be like just dead on board. Stony Brook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can like do a lot of damage here. I think I go Stony Brook. Actually, do I even cast anything? Maybe I just don't give them a good counterspell target and just swing out. They're at 8 life. Yeah, let's just do that. They're down to 2. So I will let them counter a Ceruli Caretaker because I need that to use the Schoolmaster next turn. Yeah, okay, got game 1. So game 2 against Red Delver. Scattershot Archer just straight up counters Spellstutter Sprite. I like Veteran Armorer and Field Surgeon because they're gonna have Electricity. Epicure seems not necessary. And what else seems not necessary? Probably Selfless Cathar. Like I just have Inevitability. I don't really care about that card. In fact, maybe I just cut both. Although it does protect us from Electrickery. Yeah, like if I get this down early, it's really hard for them to kill us. Oh, I need the 4th Veteran Armor. What else do I cut? I think I could see cutting 1 Soul's Attendant. We don't like need too much life gain against them. In fact, maybe I just cut 2 Soul's Attendants because we have Scattershot Archer as a way to deal with flyers. So that way we get to still run a Selfless Cathar. The rest seems okay. I don't think I need Crimson Acolyte because I have Field Surgeon, but I could see maybe having this instead because Scred does do a lot of damage. Alright, we'll do that actually. This hand's good. Double Scattershot Archer is really exciting for me. And all my creatures have a lot of toughness, which is good. And Ceruli Caretaker, they can't Scred early on because it has 3 toughness, which is pretty awesome. So like they can hit me with Lightning Bolt, but that's not too bad. Soul Warden, not ideal. I really want to see another land next turn, or even better, a Quirion Ranger. Alright, this looks like a Spellstutter Sprite. So how do I bait? This is actually kind of tough. I can play Scattershot Archer, it gets Spellstutter, then play another one. That actually seems okay. Yeah, now I go Scattershot into Caretaker. Go. And now they can't cut me off white mana. Scattershot can kill their flyers. Please no Ninja. Okay, Ninja's not too bad though, because we do have blockers. But they did get quite a bit of value out of that exchange. Alright, let's draw no more lands. That would be ideal. I think I'm going to get down the armor. So we can tap out of Scattershot Archer for a turn to play you. I guess I should have done this the other way around, but that's okay. For Soul Warden, go. Oh, that gives him another ninja hit too, which I don't love. Oh no, it doesn't. No, yeah, it does. Never mind, it's a 2/2. What is Augur gonna grab? Electrickery. Okay, so that doesn't really do much against us right now. But they do get to hit us with ninja, which I don't love. But that's the last turn that's gonna work. I probably should have just not cast the Soul Warden specifically for that reason, because giving them more cards is just bad. Wow, that's a lot of lands. Let's play a Selfless Cathar. If they Spell Stutter Sprite, we can Scattershot Archer. Keeping this land in hand... No, they're not going to play around anything, so we just pass turn. Yeah, this is getting kind of rough because they can bolt something. Oh, they didn't have bolt. Okay, that's good. Sweet. Loam Dryad. I will go ahead and cast that. It's also a 1/2. Plays around Electrickery pretty well. Do I have any good attacks? Not really. So we'll just wait, build up our board. Selfless Cathar also can help us save our creatures and all that. Fairy Seer, sure. So if they don't kill Scattershot, we're like really doing some business over here. How did they scry? One bottom, one top, okay. Very curious what they put on top. Probably a lot of counter spells. Right, kill your Fairy Seer. Ooh, Korean Ranger is a great draw here. Probably that's gonna bite a counterspell, so maybe I save it. What do we do here? I don't really want to run Korean Ranger into the card counterspell. I want to make them hold up mana. The real question is, can I / should I attack? I can attack with like Loam Dryad. I don't think it's good enough. We're gonna wait. We're gonna use Korean Ranger on the turn that we want to resolve another spell. Opponent's flooding pretty hard, apparently, given their thing. Although maybe they needed double red. Okay. Lead the Stampede. Alright, so we gotta wait for them to go for a play and then refuel with lead. I'm okay just going land go. I mean, that seems fine to me. Scred the Scattershot Archer. That's bad. Yep, that'll kill it. Just jamming a Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay. So if I had played Korean Ranger, they just scred it, then Spell Stutter. That makes sense. And that's all of our Scattershot Archers down to. 2 cards on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, let's try and get them with hitting us with Korean Ranger. Please don't have a ninja, but they probably do. Okay, that's a little rough. But now we get to do the play we talked about, which is baiting with Korean Ranger. They land Spell Stutter Sprite. Interesting. They could have the actual card counterspell, but I doubt I'm gonna get them tapped much lower than this, so let's just go for Lead the Stampede and see what happens. Because this is the last time they're... Ooh, okay. Don't hate that. We can go... I know they have Electrickery in hand. We can go Loam Dryad. Now Selfless Cathar is kind of problematic for them. Did I play land? I did not. And I have Korean Ranger, so I can still get untaps. Okay, so let's add green. Cast another Korean Ranger. Untap you. And I think at this point we pass. Actually, wait, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers? Yeah, we're gonna waste their mana next turn. They scred Selfless Cathar, so I just let that happen? Sure. Selfless Cathar was our good play there. Echoing Truth you. So you can Electrickery to kill 3 creatures. That's decent. Or I guess you can Spell Stutter Sprite the Armorer. Yeah, that's pretty rough. But they're down to 2 cards in hand. So I can take it and give them a lot of cards. This seems like kind of our best option probably, because we can just block the ninjas from here on out. I don't think it's worth trading off my Loam Dryads. So we're just gonna block like this. Take a boatload, get hit by ninjas, they draw up a lot. And they do still have Spell Stutter, which I don't enjoy. Mystic Sanctuary. Putting back Scred. Interesting. Yeah, let's play Essence Warden. They counter that. So now I'm going to play Veteran Armorer. I guess I'm going to go play a Quirion Ranger first. And then tap that for the Veteran Armor. That resolved. Okay. Not in a terrible position. Play a Pilgrim. No, maybe they have like Bolt plus Electricity again. Pass turn. Down to 2 cards in hand. So they have Electricity. We know about this. How do I want to play around this? I think I definitely want to untap you. And I think I want to go for this double block. And then block like this, because this is relatively safe. If they Electricity, that's fine. If they just Bolt Veteran Armor, that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with this as it is. Okay, not too bad. So they get to kill 1 Loam Dryad. Unless they have double Electricity. Yeah, that's not so bad for me. Lead the Stampede. Well, let's see what you got. Nice. Beautiful. And they use their last Electricity, so now I can start gaining life. I think I'm going to start out by playing Soul Warden. Then Veteran Armorer. Always yield. Then we want some blockers, so let's play a Loam Dryad. Untap you. And I'm going to keep back all these blockers, I think. There's really no rush. I will attack for 2 with the Armorer, though, because we might as well start pressuring them. Go ahead. What do you say in the video? Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, man. There's no way I can protect from this, I don't think. I mean, we could still come back. But I maybe should have kept one of these Veteran Armors in hand. Yeah, nothing I can really do here. But they only have 2 creatures and 1 card in hand. So we just need to draw like a good Winding Way or something. Yeah, that card is good. Let's go Pilgrim. Into Pilgrim. Into Pilgrim. And we race. Right now I'm winning the race. Ooh, they might Brainstorm lock themselves too. We'll see. Electricity obviously wrecks me, but it is what it is. No ninja. Good. Okay. Okay. See what happens here. No. Rough. Alright. We did our best. That was our first Stony Brook of the whole game. I mean, it probably wouldn't have helped that much because, what is this? They have Fire Ice? Oh boy. Okay, well that was the best cards in the top of their library. They have Brainstorm again. We're fighting the hard fight here. If we can top deck a Winding Way to like rebuild, just playing 1 Stony Brook can like save this game. Oh, that's not a ninja. Nice. It's not a ninja. Essence Warden, I'll take it. Hit for 1. Okay, Essence Warden can get us back in this. Again, we're looking for a Winding Way. How many do I even have left? Let's look at that. They have an AK. 1, 2. Wait, have I not drawn any Winding Ways this game either? They spread the Warden, which was a mistake, because they want to kill my white mana. I've only drawn 2 Lead the Stampedes. No Winding Ways this whole game. That's crazy. Counterspell. That's a problem. That might seal the deal. There it is. There she is. Let's pass turn. Make them waste mana. Yep. Soul's Attendant. Maybe they counter this. Ugh. Brutal. Okay. I basically have next turn to win. So we'll see what happens there. Another AK. Yeah. I'll do it. Alright, now I know they have Sandstorm, so I can play around that. No ninja. Alright, let's go Quirion Ranger. Maybe they counter that. Obviously they wouldn't, but you never know. Okay. Lead the Stampede. It gets counterspelled. Alright. Alright. On to game 3. We're on the play, which is also quite relevant here. Sandstorm does 5 damage, so Siege Worm isn't that great. I think I'm okay with the deck as it is. So let's just run it. Alright, gonna go first. Got a mulligan, unfortunately. This hand is decent. We have a Field Surgeon. I could just put a land on the bottom. Keep bottom this. Done. I'm gonna go turn 1 Loam. Actually, let's go turn 1 Pilgrim. I don't think it matters. But yeah, let's go Loam Dryad. Because if they kill Loam Dryad, I can still play Pilgrim to generate white mana, but I can't do the other way around. Very serious, sure. Let's see how they scryed. One bottom, one top. Okay. Let's go Forest, Pilgrim, at white. Play the Armorer. Next turn we can run out the Field Surgeon if they don't have Counterspell up. If they ninja, we get to deploy our board. If they don't ninja, then we're doing okay. Essence Warden. Do I want to run into Spellstutter Sprite? I think I go Essence Warden into Field Surgeon, maybe? I really don't want to give them a target for Spellstutter, though. Because they didn't do anything this turn. This is challenging. Essence Warden here. They counter it, and then I play Field Surgeon with 3 creatures untapped? Maybe. Okay, that gets countered. Actually, let's go Soul Warden into Field Surgeon. Let's just deploy our hand. I'm not going to attack this turn. I want to like keep up guys to protect my creatures from Lightning Bolt or Scred, because they can do 3 damage, which is not 4. No ninja, good. Selfless Cathar, that was a draw. I really don't want to get hit by Spellstutter Sprite though. I think I wait. Attack, attack. I think I need 3 creatures back to save against Scred, because Scred does 4, right? If I attack like this, I have 2 creatures back. They can Scred, and I can only prevent 2. Yeah, so we're gonna attack like this. And pass turn. Hopefully we can overload their mana on an upcoming turn where we draw Winding Way, which we have not drawn, really. Okay, Brainstorm. They're probably looking for a ninja, but we'll see. Yep, take 2. No ninja. I like that. Soul Warden. I don't mind getting that spell stuttered because it's way worse than Selfless Cathar. Oh, that just resolved. Perfect. Attack with these 2 again. Actually, kind of just attack with 1. That way they can't Scred. Yeah, because they can Scred for 5. As soon as they miss a land drop too. Man, they keep hitting land drops. Scred him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? Right, I can prevent 4. Now I'm confused. I'm very confused. Target you, tap you. Target you, tap you. Target you, tap you. Okay, he takes 1. That's not so bad. Snow-covered forest. We've been drawing pretty badly lately. So now they can Scred for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to prevent 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can attack with just Veteran Armorer. We've been drawing really badly this game though. Like no Winding Ways, no Lead the Stampedes, any of that. But our game plan is basically to play Selfless Cathar and use that to bait out counterspells in the turn where it matters. Alright, so they might have double Scred. He does not die. Alright, tap you this. Tap you this. Tap you this. Tap you this. Click OK. He takes 1. They might have another Scred. Ugh. Alright, can't really beat that. That was really bad. A Winding Way there would have been a great way to rebuild because their hand is pretty empty, but can't beat that. That was their last card for Threshold 2. Fire and Ice? Okay. Yeah, this is a rough matchup. Now you show up. Alright, let's just hope they don't have anything, but that was really, really late. If that had showed up like earlier, alright, you got it. Rough beats, rough beats. See you guys next round. Oh wow, okay, this is a good hand. We're playing against Jupiter Brando. I gotta keep this. This hand's great. Quirion Ranger plus like mana creatures just lets you do so many things. Is this Reanimator? Or is this Boros? Reanimator is a rough matchup, actually. I don't know if we can beat that deck, although we have 2 Fairy Macabres. Alright, this is Boros. I can deal with Boros. I'm going to play Ceruli Caretaker. I explain this every single time, but they can't Scred this yet, and If this dies, I can play Pilgrim and get white mana. If Pilgrim dies, I guess I could play Queen Ranger, but it's all about the same. Nice, alright. Against Monarch is a very weird matchup. So we're gonna go Abzan's Pilgrim into, I think, Veteran Armor at this point. I could get down the Soul's Attendants, but the armor seems pretty good for that toughness boost. Helps us beat Scred and stuff like that. Helps us block Seeker the way. Still dies to Bolt. And maybe this deck is not playing Scred, they're just playing Snow Covereds because, which seems totally possible. Firebolt. Okay, we tried. But they're not firebolting the armor, which is kind of weird. Let's go Queen Ranger. Actually, I want to play Soul's Attendant first. Instead white, play Soul Warden. Queen Ranger. Always yield. Untap you. I think at this point, probably we're just gonna jam lead the Stampede for max mana efficiency. And I'm not gonna be blocking, so let's do this. Ugh, well at least we're not drawing stuff. And if we get to untap with Field Surgeon in play, it can't really stop us. But we are precariously close to losing our Ceruli Caretaker and then being locked out of white mana. If they like Oblivion Ring the Caretaker here, okay, I can deal with that. Especially if they attack with Seeker the way. Well, we give them one card and then we get to Field Surgeon. I like that. Ooh, Essence Warden. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I can Field Surgeon and Schoolmaster. Okay. So we go Schoolmaster here. Untap you. Play you. Tap you. Always yes, always yield. Then we get to Field Surgeon. And we're pretty much immune to burn at that point, which is kind of great. Go. Yeah, they need like a lot of lightning bolts to kill us here because now we can Queen Ranger untap the Schoolmaster. Yeah, they get some flying tokens, but that's not too big of a deal. Kind of wish I had more life gain creatures in play for Battle Screech, but it is what it is. I hope they attack with Seeker the way. That would be sweet. Like not knowing how this works. Darn. Alright. Not gonna Queen Ranger because I want to get more value off my lands this turn. So we can go Essence Warden. Add white for Soul's Attendant. Always yield. Play you. Play Abzan's Pilgrim. So they have Prismatic Strands. We know about that. Alright. Gonna always yes on the Soul's Attendant. We gotta play quickly because this game frequently comes down to decking. As ridiculous as that sounds. I think I want to play Queen Ranger. But I kind of also want to just get Stony Brook Schoolmaster value. So we're just gonna do that. So let's play this, move to combat. Attack with you, you, and you. I guess I need one more. You? Yeah, and I have a good deal of creatures back to protect my creatures. Okay, then you just lose a flying token that way. This seems fine, so we can do this. Prevent 1 damage here with this one. This is going to take 3, so I have to prevent 1 more. Sure. I'll do that here. That's just dies. So they can Strands white, maybe? So we'll see what color they name with Strands. It's probably white. I have to prevent 1 more damage on the Ranger now. What color did they choose? Chooses white. Okay, so actually I don't, because those don't do any damage, right? Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Go ahead. We can prevent quite a bit of damage. They keep the Monarch for a turn, but we can untap Stony Brook Schoolmaster and prevent 2 damage at instant speed with Queen Ranger. We want to make them use their Strands before we play Selfless Cathar, because Selfless Cathar is just very easily lethal right now. They also lost 2 birds in the process. That just seemed like a really bad turn for them. Faithless Looting, sure. Did they play land? I don't think they did. Turn 6, cast Faithless Looting. No, they did not play land. Okay, you got Hawks.
Hawks don't really race this level of life gain. As long as I'm careful and I don't get my field surgeon killed, we should be totally safe. Nice. Alright, let's untap this now. Prevent the damage to you. Because I don't really care about this forest. So at this point, getting the tokens in play is more relevant. And they have to discard a hand size. Beautiful. Korean Ranger, that's a great draw. Let's go forest, play ranger. So they can strands this turn. I think I'm gonna wait. We can just play Selfless Cathar. Keep my board going strong at 49 life, 52 life. Do I want to attack? Honestly, the attack seems like pretty fine here. If I just like attack with all of these, Stony Brook, and one of the Korean Rangers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so they have to do something here. If they like infinite block Stony Brook, we don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can prevent 5 damage, no problem. So we're gonna kill this. They flashback strands. Oh wait, I have to Korean Ranger here. Prevent damage to you. That's 1. They're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't actually have to prevent that much. Prevent damage to you. Prevent damage to you. So right now it has 3 toughness. It's effectively 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to save this guy by just tapping 1. Field Surgeon is a nightmare for this deck. So now opponent blows strands. So unless they have another strands in hand, they name blue for sure. I'm just gonna double check, but yeah. So that goes up to 3. We gotta do 1 more. I'm not gonna be blocking with the armor. So I prevent 2, I take 3. Yeah, this goes through. Lightning Bolt targeting you. That's not gonna work how you want it to. Prevent damage here. And prevent damage here. And prevent damage here. That's fine. He's alive. This goes through. Pass turn. I could activate Korean Ranger, but then I can do the same thing on their turn, so we'll just wait. So if they have like 3 lightning bolts, maybe they just got me. But if they have 3 lightning bolts, then they can't actually cast Prismatic Strands. And then we're fine. Firebolt you. Okay. Save you here. That does 2. So he took 1 damage. So we're not going to go for the Korean Ranger play at end of turn, because if they have instant speed burn, then they can kill him. But again, if they're tapping out, then we can just kill them with damage. Flashback Firebolt. Targeting Veteran Armorer. Okay. Prevent. This seems bad, but maybe I'm wrong. Armor takes 2. Bolt the Armorer. I'm pretty sure I can stop this. Prevent here. Prevent here. And they're actually just dead. Prevent here. Yeah, they're actually just dead now. Beautiful. Yeah. Alright, game 2. Okay, that's a lot of things. Scattershot definitely comes in. Crimson Acolyte, more Field Surgeons, more Veteran Armorers. We don't care about Epicure. Honestly, Selfless Cathar is okay. I think on the draw, actually, maybe I should start doing this. Cutting a land on the draw. That's not a bad play, I don't think. Maybe I'll regret it, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to cut a Selfless Cathar. Field Surgeon is just so good in this matchup that I don't think I can cut it. Maybe I just don't play Cathar. It's really good, but we can just like outvalue them anyway, and we're up a game. So that's pretty good. And then Korean Ranger is really busted. Maybe I cut 1 life gain creature. That seems fine. Run it like that. This hand is good. We got Veteran Armorer. It's a lot of mana. Opponent says that is definitely a deck. I think that's a compliment, but I don't know. Oh my god, that's a lot of pilgrims. What is this hand? Alright, Seeker the way, you got it. This turn we can go Essence Warden into Veteran Armorer. Always yield. Obviously not going to be blocking Seeker. Not sure it's better than just playing Elves. There are some benefits. Alright, they kill that. Firebolt is particularly good against this deck, I think. Yeah, we have so many 1/1s that Electrickery kind of browns us right now. The Raven Inspector, yeah. Ooh, let's just cast... This is hard. I think I'm gonna Winding Way for creatures. I want to hit one of those 1-mana like tap creatures. Loam Dryad, that's the one. Crimson Acolyte coming down. Go. What is a single white mana here? Oh, okay. That scared me so much. They got a mountain, okay. Well, like if they go like Bolt plus Electrickery, then we just die, but yeah. There are certain play sequences we can't beat, and that might just be one of them. Take 3. Okay. Well, they're bolting that. They have 1 card in hand? Actually, we might be fine. Unless their last card specifically is Electrickery. I guess they get 2 draw steps, but... Ooh, Field Surgeon. That's a good draw. I'm going to play 2 Pilgrims. We have 1 backup in the case of Electrickery, and it's going to be hard for us to beat Electrickery anyway, so we might as well give ourselves the best shot at winning if they don't have the cards that we think they might have. Also, if we play 1 Pilgrim, they can just go land Firebolt the Pilgrim, and then we're in the same position. This way, if we untap, we can go like just Crimson Acolyte, pass turn, pro red. Alright, they definitely don't have Electrickery if they're doing this. I'll take it. Okay. Not too bad. Ooh. Now that is a draw. I think we're gonna go Crimson Acolyte, Korean Ranger, untap you, play Field Surgeon? It's either Field Surgeon or Avacyn's Pilgrim. I think I like Field Surgeon. They only have 2 cards in hand. We can still beat Electrickery. Well, we can't beat it, but we can like play around it pretty well. Battle Screech I don't care about. I think we might actually have a good shot here. And maybe they attack with Seeker. Ah, they're tapped out. Okay. Quad block? They're tapped out, nothing they can flash back. Yeah, that's just dead. I'm gonna tell my opponent. Field Surgeon is the most busted card ever. And opponent's like kind of dead. They're at 30 life, but we're about to do some dirty things here. Let's go Stony Brook Schoolmaster. Yeah, Schoolmaster's great. Untap you. Play an Armorer. I think I just passed turn now. Really no reason to do anything. Opponent scooped the match! The unbeatable car! Yeah, Field Surgeon against some decks, like they just... There's no way they can ever beat it. Which is why I think this deck is... It is how good it is. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Andreas Gare. We're on the draw. This hand is fine, but we would need to draw another green creature to make this work, so I think I am going to mulligan. Hi, good luck. I'm selling 1 tick. Okay, what I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna mulligan. Mulligan again. Mulligan again. Oh god. I can't even keep this hand. Alright, this one we can keep. Put 4 cards on the bottom. 1, 2. This is so brutal. 3, 4. Probably the Lone Dryad. We just gotta draw like a Winding Way or something. Mulligan to 3. Let's see how this goes. Blossoming Sands. Well, this suggests a good matchup for us. Of course we draw a land. That was... Oh, that was a bad draw. But honestly, Lead the Stampede with good hits can just bring us right back into this game. This is probably Slivers. Or Bogles? Okay, Bogles is really bad game one. What is going on? Alright, we'll offer the trade. Forest, Pilgrim. Pilgrim. This is the weirdest game of Magic I've ever played, I'm gonna be honest. Mold the 3, triple Pilgrim. Yep, we got Bogles. Yep. Kind of weird that they targeted the Slippery Bogle instead of the Ledgewalker. But maybe they wanted like the ground force. Alright, Lead the Stampede. Ooh, okay. Actually I kinda wanna hold up green here, so we're gonna tap like this. No, what? Oh, that was terrible. Alright, well let's go Soul's Attendant into Quirion Ranger. Lead the Stampede hit so poorly. It hit all of our good cards. Pass turn. So now we have to top deck another Lead the Stampede, even though we just like basically got rid of half of the good ones in our deck. Right? Because we revealed I think Lead the Stampede hit those two and then like double Lead the Stampede Winding Way. So I don't even know what we can draw now. I'll take it all. Down to 15. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. Okay, that's a start. Go. Now I just need to draw like a Field Surgeon or something, or Winding Way into some like life gain dudes. I kind of regret keeping Pilgrim over Loam Dryad now because tapping this right now would be very helpful. I think we're just dead. Don't think we're beating that one. I appreciate the attack with the warrior token though. So we need to gain like an absurd amount of life here. Not really sure how that's gonna happen. But that's a good start. I guess I have Quirion Ranger, but we're gonna tap like this. Loam Dryad, Selfless Cathar. We're dead, I think. Yeah, alright. Next game. What were my other 2 hits? Land and another Lead the Stampede. Okay. So they're playing Bogles. We want Standard Bearer for sure. Field Surgeon. Epicure can help like free us from some board stalls. What do I not care about? Honestly, this is a matchup where Veteran Armor is just not that necessary. And is there anything else I care about? Armor, Acolytes, no. I could go up to more Epicures, but that makes our like opening hands pretty clunky. What else do I cut? The life gain seems very important. Field Surgeon seems important. What do I do here? Maybe we just stay at 1 Epicure? Yeah, we'll just stay at 1. It's really bad in our opening hand, so we'll do that. I also changed my mind. I think Veteran Armor is better than Selfless Cathar in this matchup. Because we're not really going to outrace Bogles, especially if they have like Armadillo Cloak. We just need to outlast them, and Veteran Armor makes us have to tap to prevent less damage overall. This is a good starting hand. Schoolmaster into Field Surgeon to block, gain some life. We're missing a Flag Bearer, but we just gotta hope to draw that. Like, I can't be mulliganing hands with all these functional pieces. It's just not a good idea. Hey, now they mulligan to 5. That's what we're talking about. Alright, let's go, Pilgrim. It's gonna be hard for them. I can turn 2 Stony Brook. Oh, wow. I can turn 2 Stony Brook, or I can go... This is probably better, going Soul Warden into Pilgrim Quirion. What is yield? And then next turn just having everything up. That seems way better. Because now I can play Stony Brook and tap it to just like start generating a ton of tokens. Eagle Armor. Yeah, okay, you got a 2/2. Loam Dryad. Alright, let's go Stony Brook. Untap you. Play Field Surgeon. Play Loam Dryad. And I guess we just pass. I can do all this on their turn if they like try and attack. Build up a board, gain a ton of life. They can't really get in for damage with a Slippery Bogle because we're just going to have infinite tokens that can prevent damage. Standard Bear. Wait, does that stop? Whoa. What? Does that stop all of my tapping abilities? I think it actually does. That's disgusting. Okay, well, we might just lose to that. I didn't know that that tech actually worked, but I think it does. I probably need some removal in the deck.
So now we Korean Ranger untap you. Prevent the next 1 damage that would be dealt to Lone Dryad. I don't know if this stops it, but I'm pretty sure it does, and if it does, that's absolutely absurd. I guess I should have conceded earlier in the other game, because now that they know the tech, like, they can just stop us from doing anything. I don't have a way to remove this, so... Oh, no, we can still get him with Loam Dryad. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. We just can't activate Field Surgeon, I don't think, because it targets opponents as well. That's crazy. But we can still top deck our own Standard Bearer, and then the game will just be really, really dumb for a while. And that'll be fun. Target you. Target you. Target you. Target you. Go. They're down to 2 cards in hand, so we just gotta draw like Winding Way. Something like that. So, yeah, I can... Oh god, that's so bad. Pilgrim, sure. Forest. So none of my creatures do anything. I feel like, honestly, my best bet at this point is just to attack and hope that they don't have Armadillo Cloak. That seems okay to me. They only get to kill 1 creature. So, let's just do this. What do they kill here? I don't know. But we're gonna tap Stony Brook. You got it. Yeah, I mean, his ability doesn't work. We just can only target Standard Bearer. Alright. Down to 15. Hope for no Armadillo Cloak. Oh god, why? I don't think I can race that now. I guess if they attack and I draw a Selfless Cathar, we can probably get them. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? That's still not even lethal. Yep. White. Alright, we gotta draw something really good. Soul Warden is fine. I don't even know if it's worth playing. I guess it means we can attack for more damage next turn. So, sure. Swing out. Hope they don't have more enchantments. Oh, they're trading off Standard Bearer. That's pretty good. Okay, now we have a shot. Now we can just draw another Field Surgeon. Okay, that's not too bad. Our life total is pretty high. Well, we're not racing, that's for sure. Good god. Alright, we just gotta draw a Winding Way or something. Good lord, that Slippery Bogle. Alright, take the 8. They gain 16 life. Soul's Attendant. Come on, deck. Don't do me like this. Let's play you. Swing out. Racing is just so hard when they're gaining as much life as you're dealing. But we gotta try. Always yes, always yield. But again, we're 1 Winding away from stabilizing. Well, depending on what we hit. But we're close, is what I'm saying. Ancestral Mask obviously just kills us, but... Bogle becomes a 9/9? That's not too bad. They have 1 card in hand? Okay. Winding Way, lead the Stampede, something. So, they're gaining 18 life every turn. I'm attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this race does not favor me at the moment. But we're gaining 1 damage every turn. Field Surgeon just completely blanks their whole deck. Oh my god! I mean, we're not beating that now. Stony Brook. Oh god. I didn't know Bogles had Electrickery. That's pretty rough. Yeah, this is what happens, I guess. You just get sideboarded. Yeah, sure. Again, Field Surgeon we can draw and do a decent job of surviving. Actually no, I think we just die with Field Surgeon. Veteran Armorer? Maybe? We have to do a lot of chump blocking now though. I'm gonna attack with this Schoolmaster because it makes a blocker anyway. What are these draws, man? They have a 13, 13, I'm at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh, now I have to block with my Armorer, which makes it basically impossible for me to win. Ugh, that Electrickery. I honestly think I actually could have survived if they didn't have Electrickery right there. Because, like, I have Veteran Armorer, so... So we take... This prevents 6, but I have to block like this. So we lose our Armorer, which means all of them die. Yep. They go up to a ridiculous amount of life. And that'll do it. All right, see you guys next round. All right, we're playing against Shatun on the draw. This hand is a little bit sketchy because if they kill Loam Dryad, we're actually in a lot of trouble, but most people aren't going to kill Loam Dryad, so we can hope. Because if this survives, then we could just go off. We can like cast all these white spells, veteran armor, save everything. Should be good. And then lead the Stampede to refuel. This is kind of the type of hand you want to see. Ooh, against green, I love it. So we need to dodge Savage Swipe for 1 turn. Okay, we can maybe do that. This should be one of our... Ooh, please don't Savage Swipe me. 1 turn. That's not a Savage Swipe. We did it. Burning Tree, yeah. So next turn we're going to play the Armorer and Quirion Ranger, I believe. I guess we still have to dodge Savage Swipe the following turn, but then we get to untap with Field Surgeon, and that's just kind of great. No. Oh god, I almost skipped my whole turn. Turn off auto yields, okay. Whew, that was scary. I guess I want to play Essence Warden so I can stay alive. Essence Warden, land. I could also go Soul's Attendant into Quirion Ranger, and that makes Field Surgeon even better next turn, because I can't block with anything anyway. Let's do that. Always yield. Quirion Ranger. Always yes, always yield. So we're back up to 21. If they don't like do something pretty good here, we're in business. We take 6, but like we can gain so much. It's not a Savage Swipe. Also, Nest Invader is like their worst threat because of how much life it gains us. Yeah. Yeah, that's game over right there. We're at 21. I don't know how they could ever win this. Tap you add white. We could also, let's see. I play Veteran Armorer. I untap this. I tap that to play Field Surgeon. That actually seems okay. Yeah, let's do that. I guess I want Armor. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to block with either one. Untap you. Cast Field Surgeon. So I can prevent 3 damage. So I just take their whole hit this turn and then we just stabilize with Lead the Stampede. Actually, I can prevent 4 because of Quirion Ranger. I'm at 25, I don't really care. This seems unwinnable for the opponent. Unless they like put Elephant Guide on Skargan Pitskulk and start going off, but even then, that's not that great. They're killing Soul Warden. So if they have another Savage Swipe, they can kill my Field Surgeon. But they would have played that like the previous turns, I imagine. Like basically, what are the odds they have 2 Savage Swipes? I don't think they have 2 Savage Swipes, so we're just gonna save it. Run the damage here. So it takes 2, so we need to do 1 more here. So it does not die. So unless they have another Savage Swipe, I don't know how they can win. 1, 2, 3, 4. I take a good chunk of damage here, but then then what? Oh boy. Yeah, that's game. Tap here. Cast you. That's unbeatable for them. I actually don't think there's a card they can draw now. So we're going to play this land. So I can only go up to 2 mana, but I think I just want to tap this to make a token. I guess I could just do that twice on their turn, so we just pass turn here. And then just go off with this. Okay. Yeah, got him. Alright, on to sideboarding. I don't know really what they could bring in here, but we bring in Standard Bearers. Actually, don't even really care about Standard Bearers. Field Surgeon is unbeatable. Epicure is terrible. Cathar is just a bit win more. I don't need that card to win. And then the last card I cut is, again, I think I'm just going to cut one of the life gain guys because it's fine. Oh, Siege Worm is also pretty good against them. I do like me a Siege Worm. I'll just bring in 1 Standard Bearer because drawing 2 would be kind of rough, but drawing 1 means like all their Hunger, the Howl packs and stuff like that just doesn't work. Oh boy. How much do I like this Avacyn's Pilgrim? So I lose the Savage Swipe. This hand's too bad, I think. This hand's just a lot better in many ways. I think I actually get rid of this Soul's Attendant because Armorer seems better. Yeah. And this way, if they kill our Pilgrim, we can still Winding Way for backup, so it's just like safer. And this hand effectively has more cards in it anyway because Winding Way is worth like 3 cards. Bolt Scourge. Okay, that's not the worst turn 1 to see. That's a pretty good draw too. Alright, let's go Pilgrim. What do I want to draw? Pretty much always Field Surgeon. Burning Tree, sure. Well, they don't have Savage Swipe because they would have used it there, I imagine. Maybe not. Okay, Field Surgeon it is. Let's play Schoolmaster this turn. Then we can set up the Field Surgeon combos. Go. Because I think if they had Savage Swipe, they kill the Pilgrim, but maybe their next level. Okay, I mean, that is kind of problematic because it's a big flyer. Like, that is 6 damage. But they effectively can't attack on the ground. I just have to find some good life gain creatures, like, next turn. So let's go Field Surgeon into Pilgrim. I gotta hope they don't have more pump for this Bolt Scourge. Go. Yeah, we need... Kind of regret keeping this Armorer over the life gain guy, but it is what it is. It's not a flyer. Any turn that is not producing flyers or pumping flyers is really good for us. So save you, make a 1/1. Always yes, always yield. So let's go, I think I want to Winding Way here. Find some life gain dudes. That was actually no life gain creatures. Interesting. So I can lead the Stampede, or I can play a couple creatures. I think I actually just have to lead the Stampede. I don't think I'm dying next turn. I just need to maximize my chances of going like life gain guy into stuff. My opponent disconnected. Did they just scoop? Uh-oh. Well, we might be waiting here for a minute. I really hate when people do that. Like, just concede if you're like having a bad day. Don't waste people's time. God. When am I going to get this through people's head? Shaitan, you honestly should not do that. It's just wasting everyone's time. They disconnected and we won the match. So, pretty good overall. Our record was pretty solid. What did we lose to? This was Bogles, which we probably need to figure out how to beat Bogles, but their draws were amazing. And Field Surgeon is some tech. And then this was the Swirling Sandstorm deck. So, you know, you can only beat so much, but maybe, I guess let's go to the deck builder here. And what do we want in the sideboard? Oh, that's what I was looking for. Something that deals damage. Like a pinger in this deck actually seems kind of awesome. We have like Quarian Ranger, so we can start like actually killing creatures with the pinger. So if we add something like Prodigal Sorcerer or something to that effect, we can actually go a long way. I don't know what's the best one, but Prodigal Pyromancer, you know, it depends on which colors we want. Roottail Hunter. That's the same thing. I think there's one with flying. Maybe I'm wrong. The flying one would be good. Anyway, I'll figure it out, like a Fire Slinger. I don't think I want it to do damage to me, but maybe. Like, playing this turn 2 seems sweet. We're going to figure that out. And that will give us outs to Bogles and killing opposing Standard Bearers. And then I think I want Prismatic Strands back in the deck. I don't think Siegeworm, like Siegeworm is good, but I don't think it does enough. So if we just put in like 2 strands and cut, what do I cut for this? I don't know. We'll figure out what to cut later on, but I think that like gives us a pretty good overall shot against most of the metagame. Maybe I just cut Crimson Acolyte, because strands gives Pro Red in a much better way. Because then we're protected against Swirling Sandstorm. Electricity is worse, and like we just completely destroyed Tron. We beat Stompy, we beat Burn, we beat Boros, we beat Affinity. Like, this deck beats a lot of the meta. So we just got to figure out like blue-red Fae, and then I think this deck will be awesome. See you guys then. Alright, so that was a pretty good league. As I mentioned in the beginning, I played another league after that one. I beat Burn. So in that league I played against Burn 1-2-0. I played against Burn 1-2-0. I played against
I believe it was burn a third. I think I played against burn 3 times, and the third time I lost to burn due to a misplay. I missequenced my Essence Wardens and died that way. But against burn, Prismatic Strands was an all-star because they bring in like the card that they reveal cards from their hand and does damage to everything equals the number of red. So Prismatic Strands in the sideboard is a must, especially as people adapt to this deck. It beats Swirling Sandstorm and it beats that other card. So definitely want to run at least 2 of these. I could even see going up higher, but right now 2 seems pretty good because you can usually find 1 off of like Winding Way to lead the Stampede. And they put it into the graveyard, so sometimes opponents don't notice that it's there, and you can just get them that way. So that's what I learned. What else did I do in that league? I beat Blue-Black Delver, and then I lost to Blue-Black Delver. And that was because I had the creature that like taps to do damage to flyers. I've never had that card be good if you've like watched all my videos. They just kind of stalled the ground, and I'm not running as many life gain creatures in this build. But I just got pinged to death with like 2 Delvers over like 20 turns. So I'm trying Watcher in the Web because 5 toughness makes it very hard to kill. And the turn it comes down, it just shuts down all offensive options from your opponent because it blocks everything. So I kind of like that. You could also go for a 3 power reach creature, specifically to deal with like the 2/3 flyers that exist. I kind of like this though, because you're just buying time until you can Epicure and like go wide. So we're gonna try this out. So that is that. Cut a land and added 4 Street Wraiths. I also, very importantly, I completely cut Soul's Attendant. And this is probably a good move going forward because you don't need that much life gain in most matchups. Like I said, with this build, even with the Street Wraiths, I should have 3-0'd burn. I just had a misplay in game 3. Also, in the 3rd game, I kept a bad hand and just died. So that was another misplay. But anyway, yeah, just cutting the Soul's Attendant stops you from timing out because the Soul Warden and Essence Warden are mandatory triggers, so they stack really nicely. So against Tron, like, you just get these guys out, and then you don't have to worry about like manually ordering your triggers. It just goes really nicely. So that helps tremendously. I had no time concerns whatsoever. And then with Street Wraith in the deck, your deck's effectively smaller, so you're more likely to draw Essence Warden and Soul Warden anyway. So it's not too big of a loss as far as life gain goes. You just have more live draws. Basically, you're more likely to draw Winding Ways and lead the Stampedes earlier, which is what we wanted anyway. I'm also playing 1 Selesnya Evangel. It seemed pretty good so far, but running more than 1 is probably pretty clunky because a lot of times, like, the benefit of Stony Brook is you can play it and make tokens like immediately, like make 2 on your turn and then, you know, it gains value. But with Evangel, you have to like play it and then wait. And then you can really only make like 1 per turn. So I don't know. I'm trying it. It survives Electrickery, but I could definitely see cutting this card. It's just pretty low impact, but sometimes you just need it. Selfless Cathar is amazing. I might go back up to 2. This card has saved me so many games when your opponent thinks they're safe, you just top deck it, play it, pump your team, kill them. I think maybe if I were to do anything, I would cut the Evangel for the Cathar. But the rest of the deck seems real smooth. 11 lands seems probably good enough. 10 lands was low, but 11 lands with Street Wraiths I kind of like. Onto the sideboard. So we talked about Watcher on the Web. Prismatic Strands is very important as well. Oh, I lost against Elves, not Blue-Black Delver. That's what it was. And that's why I have Standard Bear in here. We lost against Elves and Bogles are like both pretty rough matchups. And in fact, Standard Bear actually is quite good against Elves because the creature that taps to pump things has to target Standard Bear. Quirion Ranger, I believe, has to target Standard Bear. Yeah. Yeah, so if you have Standard Bear in play, they can no longer Quirion Ranger or Viridian Longbow you, and they can no longer pump any of their creatures. And Viridian Longbow has to target Standard Bear, so if you just bring in Field Surgeon Standard Bears, then they can't really do too much. You build up a big board. They either deck first, or you can just like Epicure of Blood them down. Because you will have more, well, probably they'll deck first. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, and then Obsidian Acolyte, good against black decks. So that's kind of the list I would advocate for running going forward. I was not a big fan of the land grant it just shows your opponent what's going on. And if they see that like you have one white source, you know, like one Avacyn's Pilgrim in your opening hand, they know they can bolt it and like get you. It's just, you don't gain very much and you lose quite a bit. So I didn't like that too much, but this deck is great. I think my overall win rate, I think I calculated, is like 78% with this deck. So definitely competitive. It just seems hard to play because everyone I've seen play has done pretty poorly with it. So maybe just practice up. The most important thing when you are playing this deck is the early game sequencing, because our mana base is sketchy. I'm admitting that. We're playing all green lands and we have like quite a few white spells. So you need to make sure you order your creatures in a way that doesn't lock you out of white mana if you get, you know, your creature bolted. And you have to know the matchup. Maybe you have to mulligan aggressively for a Loam Dryad plus Avacyn's Pilgrim hand or something like that against Burn or Boros or something like that. But I talk about it a lot when I'm playing. I like to lead with Loam Dryad first. If let's say you have Loam Dryad and Avacyn's Pilgrim and then a bunch of white creatures, if you lead with Avacyn's Pilgrim and they kill your Pilgrim, then you have Loam Dryad and a bunch of white creatures and your hand just doesn't work. If you lead with Loam Dryad, then it's awkward. First of all, Loam Dryad's a pretty bad creature, but if they don't kill it, you can just play Avacyn's Pilgrim, you still can get white mana. If they do kill it, you have Avacyn's Pilgrim, you can just put it into play, and then you still have access to white mana on the following turn, unless they have like double bolt, which sometimes that happens. But normally, even if they have double bolt, you can like Winding Way to recover. And I haven't really had mana problems, and I think that's the biggest concern I've seen people saying is, you know, the deck's mana is sketchy. You just have to play carefully. You can't leave yourself out there, you know, just play all your 1/1s. A similar thing is about playing around Electrickery or Infest, things like that. You can't just run out all your Essence Wardens and Soul Wardens all willy-nilly. If you're playing against an opponent in a sideboarded game where it's possible they could have Electrickery, just keep some 1/1s in hand, right? Just keep an Avacyn's Pilgrim in your hand. It's not doing too much in play. And so let's say worst case scenario, you have like 2 Veteran Armors, they like Lightning Bolt both of them and Electrickery you. At least you can deploy an Avacyn's Pilgrim and still have white mana. So just something to talk about. And then I'm trying to think, I feel like that's most everything I want to say. And then always be as aggressive as possible against most decks, because you can stall with this build. This build is less like based around turtling forever. This build gains life to like stall for enough time to like kill them with 10 Schoolmaster tokens or play 1 Epicure to do the last damage. And then the final bit of advice, pretty much side out Epicure of Blood in every single matchup except for Tron or someone playing Fogs, because this card is not good, but it's kind of necessary against Tron. Like it specifically against Tron, they just have a hard time dealing with it. So that, and then if you're playing against Tron, Very Macabre on Compulsive Research in particular makes it so that they can just deck out pretty easy. So if you're like low on time or low on, you know, you have like 300 life, just save Very Macabre, let them hit all your board, keep the Very Macabres in hand, and then just hit the Compulsive Researches, because they can't counter it, and then they can't kill you. So that's more or less the build. Hope you guys enjoy, do well with this deck, and see what else I can brew up. See you guys soon.